Hello, my darlings. Karen here. Today I want to talk about how do you maintain really strong, um, you know, a mental stance when it comes to life. And many times we think really short term. I want this thing to happen right here and now, and if I have a hardship, then I'm just going to stand over here and I'm going to pout because things didn't go my way. And when we do those things both when it comes to our career, in our relationships, um, and that truly gets in the way of our long-term overall goal. And if you don't have an overall goal that you are reaching for, you will tend to just end up floating around in this space here, which is another reason why a lot of people they feel like they don't really have meaning or purpose in their life, which then what is the whole point? Why should I try? Why should I, push myself and do all those types of things if I don't have a goal or a purpose or meaning in my life? I'm going to give two different examples. One, I'm going to give an example of using college, the goal of accomplishing a college degree in order to move into a career. And I'm going to give a relationship example where you are able to see how this applies in a relationship situation. It's incredibly pertinent in both situations, really in all situations, but these are just two specific examples because it's a lot easier to understand concepts when we have specific examples. Now, when I talk about college and wanting to get a certain, get into a certain career that requires a college degree, because not all careers require a college degree, let me just put that out there. Now, in my particular case, initially I wanted to be a physical therapist. Early on, I changed to wanting to become a therapist. So I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, have now been for a couple of decades. And so my goal was initially to get my bachelor's degree and then master's degree, because really, with a bachelor's degree, you don't really know anything about how to do therapy. So my goal was to get my master's degree. And whoops, I do know how to spell. And so backtrack from that, reverse engineer, that meant I had to get my bachelor's degree. And before that, I had to get my associate's degree. I don't know why suddenly I can't spell just because I'm on video. Now, this was a very challenging thing to do, especially because, well, it's challenging for everybody. The college, you had to jump over all these hoops, you had to get the prerequisite tests and all the good things. And in my particular case, I didn't have parents who were able to provide the financing for it, so I was on my own. I was also in another country by myself, so I was really on my own. I didn't have people to support and people to ask and get advice from and this, that, and the other. But this was something that I wanted to do, so I had my own internal motivation to do that, which is another thing I've talked about in a previous video about really when it comes to like with kids, because a lot of parents, they push college on their kids when it's not what they want, it's not their thing, they're not ready for it, and honestly, you're really just kind of wasting a lot of time and energy and money and whatnot to really figure out what is it that motivates your kids. Now, in this particular case, there was a lot of suckiness that came with this. Like I said, I was on my own. I had to make my own income to pay for where I lived, to pay for my car and the gas and the insurance and the books and the clothes and the food and all the things and college. And so it was challenging, it was difficult. And all the classes, I didn't want to write all those reports. I didn't want to have to study for all those tests and whatnot. However, I kept this goal at the forefront of my mind, so no matter how sucky sometimes things got, this was the outcome I was looking for. And I am very happy that I did that I jumped through all those hoops. It took me a long, long time, also through my career working for nonprofits and doing all of that, not making very much money. This college degree didn't seem like it was paying off for a long time, although I love what I do. And finally, the last couple of years, it's gotten to a place where it's finally financially paying off. And so we have that. Now, another example. The college degree one is a good one, I think, because so many people have already been through that or are getting ready to go through that. Now, let's look at relationships. And while I am erasing, I want to also put in your mind that my husband and I, we just started a brand new YouTube channel called Insights 2 as 1. Insights because that's the name of my private practice, Insights Wellness Center, and 2 as 1 was already taken, so we've just plopped the Insights in front of 2 as 1, and there you go. And in that YouTube channel is brand new, like I said, we talk about dating. We talk about relationships, how to maintain a healthy relationships. What are some challenges that you might experience? And how do you overcome them? It's all about being solution focused. We are very solution focused. And sometimes we tell funny stories. So go check us out over there. Now, when it comes to relationships, now this is also a place where it's a great idea for you and your partner, or if you're not partnered up yet and you're looking to be partnered up, to have a goal, overall goal for yourself of what you want to accomplish in your relationship. So maybe the overall goal in this case is to have peace and harmony. That's a good goal to have in a relationship, I just want to tell you. Because when you have that overarching goal, when there are disagreements, that means that it's not okay to just spew all your anger and your venom all over your partner, because a lot of that is probably from previous relationships that you're spraying all over your current partner, and it's not their fault. Whatever happened in the past, and maybe you and your partner have issues that you've gone through, but again, spewing all of your venom on them is not going to resolve the problems that are going on. So when you have peace and harmony as your overall goal in your relationship, then what is going to happen is that you are going to use what the Doctors John and Julie Gottman talk about, the gentle upstart. Meaning, if there's something that I want to tell my husband, it's like, honey, every time I go in the shower and I lay down my shampoo bottle, and I did that on purpose. He's being nice and he's standing it up thinking I just knocked it over and just left it that way. I was like, no, it's low in shampoo. When I keep it laying down, then it's much quicker. I don't have to wait 5 minutes like ketchup for it to come down out in my hand and waste all that time and water on trying to get the shampoo to come out of the bottle. And so that would be just a simple example of how to approach a situation in a gentle way, rather than, oh, come on, I already told you that this is how I want things done, right? When you approach your partner from that place, then you already put them in defense mode, and they're not going to be receiving it very well. They're probably just going to start spewing their venom all over you, or they're going to shut down and go into what the Doctors John and Julie Gottman call stonewalling, which means shutting down, and now you have created even more distance and disconnect between you. So think about that Also, I want to recommend a book that I'm reading, which I think is really a wonderful book. She's very clear about these kinds of concepts. She's really great about breaking it down in a very simple way by a former Service agent, Evie Pompouras, lovely Greek name, called Becoming Bulletproof. I highly recommend it.